Hi everyone, welcome to the introduction to Krita or Krita. Hopefully you've downloaded it. Here's mine sitting down in the dock at the bottom of my screen, so I'm just going to click that. And this tutorial is really how to set it up for the first time. So when you first open Krita, you'll get to this screen, which can be a little bit confusing, and all you have to know about this screen is this area here which says New File. So to begin any new adventure, you click on New File, and then it'll ask you what type of canvas would you like, what size. Now, there are predefined sizes that you can choose from. For instance, for most of the lessons, we'll be using A4 at 300 dots per inch or pixels per inch. So let's go and choose that, A4 300, and you will see the measurement here is in pixels. You can change that to any other measurement. So I'm going to choose centimeters for both the height and the width. And you'll notice that A4 is in fact 21 centimeters by 29.7. The resolution, leave it at 300 because we might want to print our artwork down the track. And then everything else, just leave it alone. You have the choice of choosing landscape or portrait. Just depends on how you work. We might just leave it on, let's leave it on landscape. And then go ahead and click on Create. And there you go. There's your A4 canvas on the screen. Now, before we start painting, before we're getting too excited, we need to clean up the interface so it's really simple to navigate. And so what I suggest you do, as soon as you created your new canvas, go up to Settings. Now, these windows that you see over here on the right-hand side, they're called Dockers. Now, I would suggest you untick this area here that says Show Dockers and hide everything off your screen. So it's all disappeared. And now we're going to tell Krita what we want on the screen. So you go back to Settings, and this time you go to Dockers, the pop-up menu, and you choose which windows you would like to appear on your screen. And the first one is right down the bottom. It's the toolbox. You definitely need your toolbox on your screen. And there it is on the left-hand side. Then go back to Settings and choose Layers because you'll need that as well. And that appears on the right-hand side. And if you do want color, if you want to be able to mix color quite simply, you can then choose the third one, which is the Advanced Color Selector. And that'll appear like this. And by the way, you can actually drag this across to this area here, and it fits neatly on the right-hand side, and then you can go back and forth between the color selector and layers. I prefer to have mine floating just on the outside here. So I'll just show you how I did that again. You drag it over to the right-hand side, and you see it kind of blink. When you let go, it should fit up there. And if you don't want it there, you just drag it back out and have it floating. You can also resize these windows. So it's really up to you whether you want it to sit here or sit over here, and then you toggle between the two windows or dockers. All right, now the next thing you do, you can see it says not saved. We want to save this document. So to save a canvas, you go to File, just like any other program really. You choose Save. And this window will appear. Let me just move this out the way. And it'll say, where do you want to save it? Well, I'm going to put it onto my, my MacBook has a directory called Con Artist. I'm just going to save it to my desktop. Now, this might look different on your computer. So I'm just going to call it Practice Number 1. Okay, and look, if you want to put your name in, you can, but this is just a practice. And I'm going to save it as a Krita document for now, but down the track, you can actually save it as any other file format. There's lots to choose from. But we're going to leave it as the default, which is the Krita document. So just leave it as Krita document and click on Save. So that's the first tutorial. Hopefully that made sense, and I'll see you very soon for the second tutorial.